Hi, I'm Julia and welcome to my channel, a place to empower women to increase their self-esteem and boost their confidence. Today it's a very special edition. It's my first edition of an interview and I'm very excited that my first guest is Charles, who is not only my amazing partner in crime, but also a person with a brilliant expertise in investment, which will be our subject of today. So Charles, I know you obviously very well, but could you please describe yourself and what you do in 2-3 words?
Well, I've been working in the financial sector for now almost more than 10 years. My expertise is in investing, different forms of investing, and my job is actually to train bankers and financial advisors about different investments.
Okay, so the goal of today, to explain to my audience, which I hope are women, intelligent and active women, but who are not very familiar yet with what approach to take about investments and where to invest. So basically it's for women who would like to but don't know from where to start. So I know you're used to work with like you say, with bankers and kind of people from the experts from the area. But a question that I want to ask you, my first one, which is not in the list, do you see a difference in women's behavior on how they approach money and topic of investment from, for example, 5 years ago and today in 2020? Do you see it different, and if yes, what it is?
Well, I don't see a very big difference between men and women investing, though I see a very big difference in how people inform themselves. This is a very big step in investing. It's first to inform yourself and to know what you're investing in, and to understand some key terms that are used in the investment.
And where we can find this information usually? So now I'm home, so where I can start?
Well, the first step is to Google, to try to read some articles or some on the internet, and to Google some terms. It's the information is everywhere. But a second step is also to take to call your advisor and to ask for an appointment and to discuss with your advisor how you can invest. And if you don't understand the term, please ask your advisor. He is there for this, to explain to you what this or this or this means. Because when you invest, you have to know in what you invest. It's a Warren Buffett. It's one of, basically the investment guru. He's always saying, like, I never invest in something that I don't understand, and this is the basic.
Do you speak about Warren Buffett?
Okay. Warren Buffett, yeah.
Buffet, you call it.
It's written Buffett, yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, and before we go further into investment and how we should approach them, how do you describe the definition of investment, and how should women invest?
Yeah, of course. investment is basically the result of a first exercise that actually everybody should do, and there are so few people that are doing it, is basically to go in detail in your revenues and your expenses. So to know exactly what comes in and what goes out. At the end of the month, you have to see, okay, do I have some money left? This is your savings. And your savings, you can put it on a savings account. And also you can use this savings to put it in the economy. And this is investing. So you can help in companies that need some money to be able to build value. With your money, they can do this. You can lend some money and expect a return from your investment. So basically, what you have left money at the end of the month, you can put it away, or on a savings account, or you can start to invest.
From what you said actually earlier, you were talking about financial advisor. By this, do you mean our bank advisor that is directly working with us, or there are specific function of people in the bank that are responsible for investment, and if I want to know more, I can go and inform myself? How does it work, for example, in Belgium? Because I don't know.
Yeah, well, basically the banks, if you go to your bank with your clients, you will always find somebody to help you to walk through investments. This is one possibility. Another possibility is to go to a broker. You can go to brokers, you can go to financial planners, you can go to a lot of specialized persons that are really in this world of investing, and that can give you advice in what to invest and help you understand what is help you understand this world of investment.
And from your point of view, because I already kind of have an opinion on that, but I would like to see your input. From your point of view, what criteria are important to take in consideration before choosing an investment type? I would assume your end goal, short, long. What are your comments on that?
So basically, a good starting point is to know why you are investing. Do you want to buy a house? Do you want to build up your pension? Do you want to buy a car? Do you want something like this?
Your end goal.
Yeah, your end goal. And so basically, one, define your goal, and second, what is your relation to risk? What is your how afraid are you to lose money with your investment? Because money, it's very emotional.
Yeah.
It's very, very emotional. And though you can say like, okay, if I invest and I have like a bad year, my investment is down by 10%, I think I will be okay with that. But you can think, but when it happens, you have to see for yourself, okay, how do I feel with this? Really, because you see 1,000 on your investment account, and suddenly you see 900. What emotion does it trigger? So this is your relation to risk. If you say, okay, I lose a little bit, but if I stay long enough, in the long run, I will win, which is mostly the case, then it's okay. But if you have really if you get white hair because the financial markets go down by 1, 2, or 3%, maybe investment is not a good thing. If you cannot sleep at night, well, this is more eating you than bringing you benefits.
And so what are you saying is that investment, it's not for everyone, or there is still
investment for everybody, but you have to know how far you go in the risk. Okay, so there are investments that are more safe. and there are investments that are more risky. And actually, what you the potential to win, to have a return on your investment, increases as you take more risk. So you have to see, okay, you cannot expect to have a high win on a short period of time with a very safe investment. If the investment is safe, it will evolve in a very slow way. If you take more risk, the evolution will be like with more hiccups and ups and downs. And so this is basically called volatility. You have to know what volatility you want to take. Volatility is the measure by which you see variations in the value of your investment. So an investment then that has a very slow evolution has a low volatility, and an investment with big hiccups and big ups and downs, this is high volatility.
Okay, so basically, if you want to have a very high return on the investment, and especially in a shorter term, you need to be very you need to have
More
a tough skin,
yeah,
and you need to be
really
able to
you have to be more adventurous,
and or maybe you need to be more mature, financially mature as well, right?
Indeed.
And kind of ready for that.
It plays a role. Indeed.
Yeah, and the other day we were discussing off camera about the investment, and you told me that in general investment are long-term decision,
yeah.
and you cannot really have very short expectation. So you need, if you're ready to start to invest, you need to kind of have a vision in the future. Do you stand by it even now?
This is what we call the investment horizon.
Okay.
It's actually it's the period of time where you can say, okay, this money I'm putting it I invest it, and I can let it there. I don't need it on the short run. I can let it there and evolve on the long run. So I'm talking at least 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
So and also what you for me personally, I always say this to the bankers and to the financial advisors that I train. Investment is on the long run. If you expect a quick win on the very short term, it's not investment. This is speculating. It's playing the lottery.
It's gambling, like we were discussing. And if we if we are talking about the topic of investment and how much it can impact on our future and on our personal mood and well-being, do you believe that there are a big correlation and relation between investment and happiness and investment and confidence? Do you believe in that?
I do. As I said, money is very emotional. And also, basically, if you do this exercise, revenues and spending, and you have some, and you have a clear view on your financial situation. If it's in negative, so if you spend more than you earn, then you can say, okay, I have to do something. So it puts you back in control. But a lot of people actually have a vague idea of what is happening on the account, and maybe some of them are like, okay, it's plus minus, okay, so I don't worry about it. But I think the more you have a clear view on your financial situation, the more you can say, the more you can plan. And I think that it has a big impact on your happiness and on your confidence. If you're constantly in the red, your confidence and your happiness is going down.
Yeah.
If you take back control on your financial situation, maybe you will have some sleepless nights, but you can do something about it. You can take like specific measures to make your financial situation better. And once you've done this, you can start to think, okay, now I have a surplus at the end of the month. I have savings, hooray! So now I can start to invest.
Yeah.
And you can sleep better, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right, and it's very interesting to again realize that everything starts from the basic, and everything is about you being responsible on your monthly budget and be very strict and have a visibility on what you are earning and what you're spending, and from there you can kind of have. You can dream about okay, I can invest there, and in 10 years I can have this amount of money or that amount of money, so then I will be able to buy me a house or something else. So you can kind of project and make dreams in your head, which creates you this happiness feeling. I remember when I was still when I just came to France and I was still in Grenoble, doing my university degree. I remember in France they have this card, like credit card, that you can go in minus every month. And I remember my brother was telling me, don't go in the minus, but we as women, as we have this impulsive always to buy, or like, I just came to France, I wanted everything, I still have it, but then it was even more, then it was like, I wanted to buy everything. So I was going to the red, and what it happens that you really believe that you will reimburse the next month, but like you receive, I was, at that time, I was receiving money from my parents, so I was receiving this monthly money, and I was like spending them for things, and it was like a vicious circle. So it's very difficult to get out from it, and I think that when you're a student, at least I wasn't so mature, and I wasn't really thinking about I'm in minus, I'll put back. But now like with the maturity now, with the responsibilities of the kids that we have now, being in the red, it's more stressful.
It's very dangerous.
It's stressful, so I can understand what you say about confidence and happiness, because now in our like after 30s, we if we are still going into the minus, we're still like spending more than we're earning, then it's not a good future. Like, I mean, it's stress, and it's and I'm learning, still learning, of course, because it's a behavior, it's a habit that needs to be created and still like stick to it, right? To not everything where we're going, it's so tempting, so it's very difficult to be straight in your shoes.
But this is why it's so important to have a clear view on your financial situation, to know, okay, when I have paid all my rent and when I have my budget for the food, for gas, electricity, fixed costs, and so on. Yeah. Then you know what you have left for extras, going to the restaurant, shopping, and so on and so on. So basically, you should be aware of what is your extra budget, and this is why credit card is so dangerous, because you are basically spending without counting. Yeah. And this is like, okay, I will spend now, and I know that it comes next month. Yeah. But you are burning your budget on several months actually. Yeah. So this is why it's very dangerous, credits and credit cards and so on. Yeah. I have a credit card only to buy some things online, but never to buy big things. Yeah. To buy big things, to buy television, you have to have it before on your account and not pay it after.
Because I think that I think that we, especially women, I think that before even starting to have this idea of investing, we need to completely change our mindset about spending, and then we will be able to be ready to invest and to just like be even though there are, I must say that but before that, what I wanted to say as well, that if I think that a tip that we can give to listeners is that if they feel that they are not ready yet to kind of be investors, I think what it's very important is that they need to start from small thing and already surrounding themselves with people like me. I have you who is always there kind of to put me straight, you know, to straight back
on track.
Back on track when I'm losing it. So I think that it's so important for so like if there is like couple like us where I like, you know, I want to invest, but then I'm such like a, you know, crazy spender. So like you need to have someone in your life, at least like trying to have through your husband, sister, mother, someone who can always tell you stop. So like at least you can like try to get better, and then to invest. And I want to ask